Welcome back. I'm excited to be here today because this is something I've started to become extremely passionate about. We're talking about customer experience. I have my VP of Experience and Membership with me, Natasha Sawatsky. Natasha, thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So Natasha, this is something that actually we've been working on as a team for a little while. Can you tell me how you would define the difference between customer service and customer experience?
I think today customer service is an expectation to the general public. We all have beautiful facilities, golf courses, steak sandwiches, practice facilities. That's a transactional thing.
Right.
We want our customers to walk away and have a real sentimental feeling about us and the experience that they've had with us, and feel connected to our brand, not just here at Bear Spa today, but across all of our properties.
Right, totally agree with you. An expectation would be more customer service oriented. Customer experience or experience would be more how we were making those people feel, especially our members and their guests, those people that visit our clubs.
Exactly.
Absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Now, we've been extremely focused on this as an executive team in the last several months in particular. Yeah. We've had a bit of a paradigm shift in how we transact because we're trying to become less transactional and more experience.
Exactly.
What are some of those specific things we're working on as a team? Because you're an integral part of that.
Yeah, well, we have to first establish our standards of care. So how we expect our staff across all of our departments, across all of our clubs to interact with our members and be able to provide them with the tools and the resources to be able to deliver that experience. And some of it is common sense, but as they say, common sense isn't always so common. Right. So something, for example, which I think we're introducing with my experience at Disney is sort of that kind of 25, 10-foot rule where if there's somebody within eye shot, we're giving a wave. If they're within kind of that 10 feet range, that we're really connecting with them, we're asking them how their day is, we're welcoming them to the club, that whenever we're in distance of a member or a guest, that we're making sure that we're going out of our way to welcome them and make them feel good.
You make a great point, and I totally agree with you. It is a lot about common sense, but we still have to give our team the tools to succeed with those things, the training. I mean, I know for myself, when I pull up to a course, I'm always paying attention now where I wasn't maybe as much in the past about how's our team interacting, what are they doing? And we know that we've got a long ways to go. We know this is going to be a process. It's something that we are really excited about.
Absolutely. Well, it's a work in progress, and it doesn't just happen between our members and our staff. It happens from the minute that they pull through the gates at our clubs, and how the parking lot looks and how clean the windows are, and all of these little steps along the way that maybe we don't think about on the regular, but they absolutely compounded together impact our member experience.
Totally agree. And one of the things that we're going to be focused on, as you mentioned about, is just upgrading our standard of care overall. But down the road, and this could take us a year or two or maybe even longer to fully implement, but we're going to be defining what our customer journey looks like from an experience standpoint. Tell us what a customer journey is.
Customer journey is basically mapping every interaction they have once they cross our property and once they make their way through all the departments, basically to the first tee. So how's their interaction with the back shop? How's their food and beverages? Are their coffees hot? Have they pre-ordered and gotten their meals on time? Are they teeing off right at their tee time? So all of these little experiences along the way that, as I said earlier, impact the entire journey. So every department has their own integral role, but as a team, we all have to be collectively trained to be aware of what the basic standards are in all the departments.
Totally, 100%. It's something that we're going to be working on. We've got to define. It'll evolve a bit, I think, as well.
Yeah.
I mean, we definitely probably have, I don't know, it's got to be 100 points of contact for some of our customers and our members.
Absolutely.
You know, I think a key component to us will be defining what those 5 or 6 key points of contact are and doing those 10 out of 10, 100% of the time, all the time. That's a little bit down the road, but I think you explained it 100%.
And I think also our commitment to getting feedback from our members and guests is something that's going to be new for us, where we want to get that instant feedback based on your experience at that moment. So when you leave the club, within a couple of hours of leaving, now you're going to get a quick little survey to ask how you did and tell us what we need to improve on, because that's the only way we're going to get better is if we get their honest feedback. So
tell us how we did. Any feedback, and would you recommend us to family and friends? That'll actually be implemented company-wide at all of our facilities next week. Something on the front end we wanted to be able to measure, right?
Exactly.
We understand that right now we may not be doing as good as we want to do in 6 months or a year from now, but now we can measure our progress, and I think that's super important part of this entire experience as we
Absolutely.
evolve our Windmill Golf at all of our
Absolutely.
properties.
And with the state of our company now, with having a new clubhouse on board, we've got our launch pads facilities coming.
Yes.
Everything is new, so we have new staff that we turn over every year, and then all these new facilities. So it's a job, and it's never going to be perfect. It's always a work in progress. So.
And then, of course, Mickelson breaking ground soon with the new
Yes.
clubhouse, right?
Yes.
And like you said, that was the last point that you just mentioned with our new team coming on board every year. Tell us a little bit about some of those challenges that exist, because we go from a good sized group, 60, 80 of us, but then we go right up to several hundred people almost overnight. What are some of those challenges?
Well, obviously, recruiting and training is the toughest part. So finding the people with the right personalities who are going to be able to engage with our new culture and interact the way we'd like them to. So number one, finding good people is always a big challenge, but then having to flip the switch, because as you know, and I think Kevin probably mentioned when he talked to you too, it's a split decision. It just happens so fast. So we never have enough notice. It always creeps up on us. It's January. We think we're fine. We're good. And it's
next day.
Here we go.
It's here,
go
right?
time.
Yes.
So.
I think one of the things you just said that I think is so important is the people that we are going to be hiring moving forward. We've got great people on board already. It's our job, yours, mine, the rest of the executives, and throughout the entire team to really think about experience. And we've got to provide those tools to do that.
Exactly.
Natasha, thanks for your time.
Thank you.
I'm going to come back again for an update so we can talk about some of those things we're implementing throughout the team. Because we're on the front end, we're on the precipice, just on the very beginning of customer experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. It's certainly something that I've become extremely passionate about. Of course, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. Hit that notification bell, that like button. I'll see you next time.